I'm Allie from Confessions of a Teenage Bookworm, and this is my May TBR. Plan on reading 8 books this month, but I actually don't own one of them yet, so I'm hoping to get them for my birthday this week, but we will have to see. Actually have that I plan on reading for this month are A Time to Die by Nadine Brandeis, where I'm actually already in the middle of it. I already have 90 pages left, I think. I'm buddy reading it with my friend, and I'm hoping to finish it this month. Since we only have 90 pages left, I'm sure we will be finishing it within next week, maybe the week after, but probably not even that long. It is Ink Death by Cornelia Funke. I am buddy reading this with another friend. Yes, I am in the middle of 2 buddy reads at the same time, which is why I did not read a whole lot last month. We are about maybe a fourth of the way into this book so far. We're about chapter 20, I think. And I'm really hoping to finish it this month because I have to know what happens after that pain and everything that was Inkspell. And this is the last book in the Inkworld trilogy, so I'm really excited to see how the trilogy ends, because I've never actually made it to been able to finish the trilogy. I actually only read Inkheart once, quite a few years ago, and then my friend told me that she absolutely loved the trilogy and asked me if I wanted to buddy read it with her. So we are buddy reading the entire thing. We actually finished Inkspell in maybe a couple of weeks because we were both so addicted to that book. And unfortunately, because the beginning's a little bit slower, we haven't made it as fast as Ink Death, but according to my friend, it is going to be picking up very soon, like at the end of today's chapters. So we will definitely see how that goes. That I hope to read this month is The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. I actually started this book last weekend for my 24-hour readathon that I did, and I made it 50 pages in before 4 a.m. when I crashed and decided that 500 and something pages was pretty good for my first readathon. So far, I think I'm about 5 chapters in. So I've met all 3 of the main characters. So far, I do like the 2 guys who currently do not have names yet better than Leah, who is the main character. But Leah's chapters started out a little weird at first until you realize what's going on. Whereas the assassin seems like he's going to have a very interesting story, and the prince seems really interesting too. So hopefully I will get more interested in Leah as the book goes on. I haven't been able to read very much lately because I've been super busy. So hopefully I will be able to get back to this soon and get past 50 pages. The last books that I plan on reading this month are all for I think 6 days long readathon called the Buddy Readathon, and I'm going to be buddy reading with one of my best friends, Sierra. The first one I'm going to be reading is The Maze of Bones by Rick Riordan. It is the first book in the 39 Clues series, and I've actually read this book 2 or 3 times before, and I really like it, and it's going to be Sierra's first time reading it, so I'm really excited to hear what she thinks about it. One embarrassing thing is that for years, at least from what I can remember, every time I try to call this book by its name, I call it City of Bones, and I only just realized, like, yesterday that it is actually called The Maze of Bones. So I feel very smart all day yesterday when I realized that is not the name and that there is a completely different name. I don't even remember it being called the Maze of Bones. I knew it was the something of Bones, but I could have sworn it was the City of Bones, though Maze makes a lot more sense if you've read this book. Next is the first book of the Sierra Jensen collection by Robin Jones Gunn. The first book is called Only You, Sierra. One of the prompts for the readathon is to read a book that starts with your buddy's name, and I just so happen to have one book in my collection that's called the Sierra Jensen series, so it also happens to be her favorite color, which is another one of the prompts for this readathon. And technically this book is all three, or the first three books, but I am planning for right now to only read the first one for the readathon so that I can actually get all of the books done, because if it's a big book, I'm not going to be able to finish them all, just because I don't read very fast if I actually want to focus on the book and get into the book, or actually retain any of the information, and I really like being able to remember what happened in a book years after I've read the book. The book I will be reading for the readathon is the novelization of Beauty and the Beast, and I am so excited to read this book. I cannot wait to open this book and read it, even though, I mean, it's pretty good size for a movie novelization. I am so excited to read this book. The next book, and hopefully not the last, on my TBR for this month is The Field Guide by Toni D. Terlizzi and Holly Black, which is the first book in the Spiderwick Chronicles. It's super small, so I should be able to get through it really, really quickly. And hopefully it is as good as I remember it to be. We will see. The last book that I really hope I'm going to be able to read this month is The Dark Prophecy by Rick Riordan, which is the second book in the Trials of Apollo series. It just came out May 2nd, and that is 3 days before my birthday, so I'm really, really hoping to get this book for my birthday. We will see if I get it or not, but it has got one of my favorite characters as one of the main characters, and I am so excited for this book, and it gives me an excuse to reread The Hidden Oracle. So, crossing my fingers that I get it soon. Well, that was it for my May TBR, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you will watch more, and thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye! I currently have a blues and greens theme going on for this month, and this is entirely unintentional, but they're all like either blue or green or purple, which is like all in the same color range, and I'm not even sure. I'm pretty sure even The Dark Prophecy is like blue or something. So much blue. Trying to, yeah, no. Okay. My phone turned the video off later than it should have, but oh, okay.